Two people start with the same $50,000. Same income, same city, same goal. 20 years later, one of them looks rich. The other looks like they did almost nothing. But here's the problem. Looks are lying to you because I ran the numbers. Not the Instagram version, not the YouTube version. The real numbers. And what I found completely flips what most people believe. The winner isn't who you think. Pattern shift.
Section 1. The Illusion.
At the beginning, Jake looks like a genius. He takes his $50,000 and uses it as a down payment on a rental property. The house is worth $250,000. He finds a tenant paying $1,800 a month. His mortgage? Around $1,300. So on paper, he's making $470 every month. It feels easy. It feels smart. It feels like he cracked the system. Marcus does the opposite. He takes the same $50,000, puts it into an index fund, and sets up a small monthly investment. No tenants, no calls, no story to tell. Just a number on a screen. And from the outside, it's not even close. Jake looks like he's winning. He has income hitting his account every month. He can drive past his property and say, I own that. Marcus? Some months he's up, some months he's down. No excitement, no validation, just patience. And that's where the illusion begins. Because humans don't choose based on math. They choose based on what feels real. And real estate feels real. Pattern shift. But feelings don't build wealth. Math does.
Section 2. The Real Cost.
That $470, it's not real profit. It's a headline. Because here's what actually happens. Maintenance alone takes about 1% of the property value every year. That's $2,500 gone. Vacancy? Even one empty month costs $1,800. Taxes and insurance? Another $4,500 per year. So that profit quietly disappears. And sometimes it goes negative. Now add something worse. It's 3 a.m. Jake's phone rings. A pipe bursts. Water everywhere. The tenant is panicking. And in that moment, this isn't passive income. It's a responsibility. And it never really turns off. Now Marcus. No tenants, no repairs, no phone calls. But his problem is different. One day, he opens his app, and his portfolio is down 20%. Just like that. No warning, no control. And suddenly, it doesn't feel passive anymore. It feels personal. And this is where most people lose. Not because the market crashes, but because they panic. They sell. They lock in the loss, and they never recover. Pattern shift. So both paths have a cost. You just don't see it at the beginning.
Section 3. The 20-Year Reality.
Now fast forward 10 years. Jake has built equity. His property is worth more. His mortgage is lower. On paper, he looks solid. Marcus? He's been doing the same thing. Nothing. Just consistency. And surprisingly, they're almost equal. Jake might be slightly ahead because of leverage, but that advantage came with effort. Now fast forward 20 years. This is where everything changes. Marcus's portfolio doesn't just grow, it accelerates. Because compounding isn't linear. It's slow at first, then suddenly it explodes. $50,000 plus $300 a month at around 7% turns into roughly $350,000 to $400,000. No stress, no tenants, no late-night calls. Jake, his property grows too. $250,000 becomes around $450,000. His equity builds, his rent increases, and he ends up in almost the same place. Pattern shift. Same result, completely different life. Now here's the part that changes everything. If Marcus increases his investment just slightly from $300 to $500 a month, his portfolio jumps to over 500,000. That's the power of compounding. Jake can't do that easily. To grow faster, he needs another property, another loan, another tenant, another problem. So what's better, real estate or stocks? That's the wrong question. The real question is, what can you handle? Because real estate tests your time. Stocks test your mind. And most people don't fail because of bad investments. They fail because they picked a strategy they couldn't stick with. The best investment isn't the one that makes the most money. It's the one you don't quit halfway through.